Hello, friends, and welcome to what looks to be another beautiful afternoon on the Upper West Side. I'm Matt Fastab, bringing you the play-by-play for today's episode of A Waste of Time with ItsTheReal. All signs point to an epic day here as we settle in for an all-out conversation right between the Citibank, the Bank of America, and of course, Chase Bank, right across the street. Alright, we have the LOX walking in right now, having just made the hop, skip, and a couple of tolls down from Yonkers. Jadakiss is no stranger to the apartment, having put up big numbers as an early guest of Eric and Jeff's back in 2015. We all remember Styles P made his legendary debut on the podcast mere months ago, but for Sheek Louch, this is his first time meeting ItsTheReal, and folks, all indications point to a great one. The temperature is cooler than a polar bear's toenail, winds are now at 0 miles per hour, and Styles P and Jadakiss are currently rolling off edibles. Golly me. Those edibles are incredibles. Going from left to right, we have Styles P on the couch with a blunt, the 7'1" Jeff Rosenthal of ItsTheReal seated in a chair, then Jadakiss, who is already way in on the edible, then Sheek, and finally Eric Curlgod Rosenthal seated to his left behind his laptop. It looks like everyone's ready to get started, so let's head down to the action.
Yo, what up, it's Eric, a.k.a. Hit Him With The Bubble Goose, a.k.a. Sully Sullenberger.
Yo, what up, it's Jeff, a.k.a. It's Not Nice, a.k.a. Uncouth Bader Ginsburg.
Yo, what up, it's Sheek Louch, a.k.a. Don, a.k.a. Silverback Gorilla, a.k.a. your mother's favorite fucking dude to know and shit. So.
Yo, what up, it's Ghost Styles P, LOXD Block, a.k.a. Smoke Plants, a.k.a. Eat Plants, a.k.a. Plant Plants.
Oh,
Plant.
Shit.
Yeah, what up?
A.k.a. Billy D.
Jadakiss, a.k.a. Jada, a.k.a. Kiss, a.k.a. Don't call me for shit.
I think you said we gotta be hyped. They so laid back and shit.
Yeah, it's a waste of time with ItsTheReal. Yo.
They gonna go.
Yo, listen, we have all the LOX in the building. This is something that everybody has been asking for the longest time. Obviously, 2 years ago, we had that legendary Jada interview. Just like maybe 3 months ago, Styles stopped through, and that shit ran the internet.
Hey, man.
And now we had to. People were asking for that Sheek Louch interview.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad.
What's
that you're
up,
here.
man?
What's happening?
I know a lot of motherfuckers. It be happening like that a lot of times, man. Like, yo, Louch, where the fuck was you at?
I know. Yo,
That's
Well,
like the story of my
follow-up
life
question,
and shit.
where the fuck were you at?
I don't know. I don't even know, nigga. I would keep it 100. A lot of times like that.
Right.
People swear like, he must not fuck with them, and no, that's never the case.
He's antisocial, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I don't know if you know this, by the way. We're
What's
from
up?
Westchester, also.
Yeah, I heard.
Right.
Where y'all at?
We're originally from Harrison.
Okay.
We lived in White Plains for a time.
Where
We've
you
been
at?
on the Upper West Side for the last
Used to
10
kick
years.
their ass in basketball.
No, come in.
First of all, we played your football team like once, ever.
I'm talking about basketball.
What they play, like Gordon?
We play
Gordon,
Harrison.
Gordon,
Yeah.
Harrison is red and white.
No, I know.
Maroon and white.
Yeah.
Maroon
Yeah,
and
don't be
white.
disrespectful in our
I
apartment.
understand.
Not rye.
We bust their
Right,
ass
oh,
every
shit.
time. All right, go ahead.
Did you play football?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you
Yeah.
play?
Nah, I mean, up until high school.
Right.
And then I got hurt, and then that's it.
What do you mean you got hurt?
Fucked my leg up.
What happened?
My hip slipped out of socket, and that was it.
On the
I wanted
field?
to. I wanted to try. Nah. When I was playing all my life, like Little League and all that, and then when I got to Gorton, that's when it happened. So I couldn't go for the team.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know, but
Was
the guy
everybody
worked out.
pushing for you to like keep going, and you're like, my shit's fucked up?
Nah, they didn't even believe my leg was hurt, man. I had to like fucking keep walking and shit until like my damn near shit was on the floor. I had to like prove it was really messed up. You know, your mom like, I don't give a fuck, go to school. This nigga used to help me up the hill. Then I gave it to him. Then his leg started hurting. Yeah.
Oh,
Contagious?
he gave it to you.
I gave it to
You
you.
used to help him.
You got your operation first?
Yeah, way before you.
We used to
I
help
was in
him.
Houston.
But how I know?
Thought you would fake it.
My
Yeah.
second one was in Gordon.
So when we got
Used to have to help
It happened
him.
before
Lil G
Gordon?
had two.
oh shit, nah, I know. I thought it.
Well,
alright.
his shit was first.
Hell yeah.
I used to think it was just
Yo, hell yeah.
my leg. I mean,
Yeah, nigga,
your
got the
hip
big
is
slit down my leg from it.
Damn.
Yeah, but, yeah, that's it. But yeah,
All right. Congratulations on your guys' new project.
hell yeah.
Thank
So
you.
surprise
Good looking. Good looking. Good looking.
Yeah, for
Thank
no
you very
reason.
much.
For
Thank
no
you very
reason.
much.
It's the
Thank you,
latest joint, y'all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Outstanding. 4 songs for no reason.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Literally for no reason.
literally for no reason. Sitting around actually, when I was talking to shit, I be saying shit like that. Yo, for no reason. Let's just do that for no reason. Smack that nigga for no reason. You know what I mean? And then kids is like, yo, let's put out some music like that and call it for no reason. 4 songs.
That was a
And we
smart
was like,
idea.
yo, that's genius. Let's run with that shit. And then we just grabbed some songs and it worked.
How many songs did you guys winnow it down to something smaller?
4 songs now.
Yeah. You only
No,
had
4
4 songs.
We went for 4.
Yep.
4.
Oh no, I get it. Yeah.
Yep. And that was
Levels.
it. Literally, like,
Yeah.
just to throw it out.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but you guys have like an incredible work ethic. You're always in the studio,
Yeah.
always recording.
Always.
2 rooms.
Yeah.
2 rooms.
Beautiful studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. My man Ice Pick used to always say, rest in peace. He'd be like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
that's the perfect environment, man. He said, like, you don't even know if it's sunny outside or like, he's like, you just there to work. You can't look out the window and like, and get distracted. He's like, it's a crazy environment. He always used to say that shit.
But
Word.
that's but you guys are recording all the time. How do you just figure out that those are the 4?
Get high,
Yeah.
listen, and I mean, we got a lot of shit, so we just. I don't really know.
And you gotta understand, it's like this. When you do come up, because you're gonna come up.
Yes.
It's a place where like Styles just may be in there not working on anything, and kids is in the room and there's music being played, and he decided to jump on it or whatever, and it happens organically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the times. Yeah, exactly.
Secondary.
For no reason, just watching the game and then.
Home away from home.
Yeah. Yo, what the fuck? What beat was that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it goes.
You know what we were talking about before was that what we really love about you guys is that obviously you work together, you obviously do your solo projects, but it's nothing to like do a project with Burner or do a project with Fab or do a project with Woo, and like it's always like legit and authentic and just true to who you guys are, and it's not like, oh, that's weird,
It shouldn't be forced. I don't never feel it should be forced, right? What do you say, like, when you
at
forcing
all.
shit, it's whack, man. It makes you could tell that shit was all put together and shit.
Who tried to force something on you guys?
Every feature you do is damn near forced. Like when they, you know what I'm saying, when they call you to get on that shit, whether it's a famous motherfucker or like unless you like a big fan of that motherfucker.
Who's that?
Hey, I'm a fan of a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
Even the young guys, like, you know what I mean. But you get what I'm saying. People, it's tracks that I ain't fucking like.
Yeah.
That I got
You
the
ain't like
bag
Benjamins.
for. Yeah,
Not at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't like. I thought that shit was. I thought he was giving us a track that like, yo, check this for your album. So I was like, that's cool, but give us some other shit. I guess my mind wasn't broad as it was supposed to be at the time.
Yeah.
But who the fuck knew that was gonna be what the
Nobody.
Benjamin? Nah, nobody. I don't think you ever know.
Was the Benjamin's beat playing for you already?
Yeah. When we got
Off
there,
played it.
they had it playing. Him and Missy had it playing in the background. I mean, in a little room.
Man.
I was like, it's cool. I know I said it's cool. I'm not sure how they felt, but I said it's alright.
Yeah.
And that's how that went.
Well, what about the Jennifer Lopez song? Speaking of people,
Where the fuck I was at, man? I wish I was on that shit. They got like mad joints I wish I was on and shit. Word.
He was in the parking lot.
Probably you could. Yeah, I could have been.
354.
I think one time. No, you know what?
Parking lot.
Honestly, with that one, I think I was in
Oh.
Puerto Rico. I think I was in fucking Puerto Rico, man. And I came back like, what the fuck is happening? What? Yeah, I was in Puerto Rico with that one and shit. But yeah, could have been just like, in the hood as
Who
well.
brought the J-Lo situation to you guys?
Steve Stout.
Steve
Really?
Stout.
The commissioner.
Think
I
so.
always thought it was Clue back then with that shit.
Somebody called us from Marky.
I always thought it was Prince Marky D. I always thought it was Prince Marky D reached out to somebody.
I'm learning right now too, yo.
Yeah.
I swore that
Prince
was a Clue
Marky
thing.
D. Somebody hooked it up, but Prince Marky D reached out to somebody
Yeah.
for us to hop on it.
Yeah.
So
Really?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
from Prince
throw the
Marky D.
alley to Prince Marky D.
That's what's up.
Yeah, word.
Why this whole time I thought Clue put all that shit together?
Nah, that was Prince. Somebody called, and I believe I would bet my pinky nail
So
it
how
was
Clue
Prince
just
Marky
did some
D.
drops and shit on that shit?
Clue ain't on that.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the Mariah shit.
Mariah.
Said Jay. Yeah, that's why you probably looking at me
Yo,
crazy.
by
like,
the way, Mariah and J-Lo would hate that you mixed it up.
well, yeah, hell yeah, right? That diva shit. Word. All right, different records. We just what we just did the hip hop honors with Mariah. Oh shit. Sorry, boo. Yo, sorry, booby.
Did you guys ever go to Mariah's and Tommy Mottola's house up there?
Nah.
do you want to now?
I know. Yeah.
Nah.
What are you guys up to?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go and shit.
Who live there now?
Yeah.
Somebody totally different.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
some Republican. I don't
Neither
know.
one of them two live
You want
there.
to now?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Straight. You want to go there now?
Yeah.
Sure. Somebody else lived there.
Can you guys talk about 127th and 7th?
127 for 7. What's that?
The park.
Oh, the park, all of it
chill
there.
out.
Oh shit. Where we do the pull-ups and all that shit in there.
Yo, Jada, don't
know
I'm
a lot.
surprised. You've been here before.
Yeah, nah.
You used
know
to always
us?
pull a truck to the side right there, right?
Yeah, that was
And
just
just
like
chill.
a-
That was like
That was like
We used
a
to kill
rendezvous
shit there.
point. Yeah, we used to battle there.
We used to
be
kill
fights
shit there.
There
Oh,
used to be all
shit.
type of shit
Who'd you
happening,
kill?
working out.
MCs.
No, but whoever came through.
How the fuck do you know?
Yeah,
How you
any MCs that came
That's
through.
crazy.
We
All
love-
that,
we
you know what it
love the
was?
LOX.
Thank you,
Yeah.
brother.
You know,
but shit.
it's either we kill them there, or if they was like known or something, then it was like, y'all got to meet them on 25th in front of the Apollo, and then we kill them there.
I remember all those shits in front of the Mart and all that. And
Yeah,
then that
it
park,
depends who it was. It
25
was like,
over-
you know, sometimes it
25
was like
over
right
right
there,
there,
go
shit.
down, trucks pull up,
All the
mad
time.
people pull up, they come in the park, we melt something.
I used to ride past that park like not too long ago. Like, why I know
Yeah.
this shit?
No,
So the guys be like, why I know this park right here, man?
Were you guys doing the pull-ups or no?
Yeah. Back then we was doing it. Yeah, definitely. They way more intense now with it, but like before we was doing it. Yeah.
Did you guys ever get on Ducatis?
not me.
Nah,
not a
not
biker.
at all. Them some dope bikes though.
I like a clutch though.
Ducatis is
Give me
dope.
six
No
gears, I'll kill
Four-wheelers,
it.
none of that?
Yeah, we do the we
Kids
do
do
all that.
You did 4-wheelers?
Them Ducatis, you better respect them, man, because they get they powerful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, people.
You ride? You guys ride?
No. Look at
Yeah,
us.
but-
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we ride?
Yeah, I mean, possible shit.
Our mom
It be
was
little
furious.
motherfuckers wheeling them bikes, man. You'd be surprised who's doing that. It ain't always
I was in
fucking.
the 4-wheel in the jungle a couple months.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
Not really, but
No.
I felt like
You was on the trail.
somewhere. Yeah,
them shits, yeah, I know what you're
for
saying.
one of them
Excursions.
islands or some of them shits.
Excursions. They got the lock on it at 30. You can't even go the
Now, my
fucking
shit was
thing.
going like 75,
the governor.
maybe 80,
Yeah.
probably 60. It felt like it though.
Can we all agree that the LOX is a great name, but living off experience is a bad name?
Hell no.
Nah. Why?
Fuck would that be a bad? Fuck is
Nah.
wrong with
Why?
you?
Is we living off
This when I
experience?
loved you, man.
Because you
So I
guys
started to love you, man. You fucking it up, bro.
living off experience, it's like a backronym. Like you guys, like was LOX the
Great
first
thing.
name?
We were the Warlocks first.
Right.
I know, but I'm saying like you guys changed it from the Warlocks to LOX, and then you came up with living off experience off of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. Right.
yeah.
So what's
You
your
wanted
point?
us to be-
What made it bad?
Fuck, you wanted to
Meaning
stay.
like,
Experience before the experience.
Meaning that like it should be shortened, not elongated.
Why?
These are the rules, guys.
You just going with grammar shit because
Yeah.
you went to school. Fuck school, dog. This is hip hop, man. We ain't home with all that
That's
shit.
crazy.
It's
Nah,
living
nah,
off
I get
experience.
that. It just kicked in
We
like
li-
where he's at with his
We
shit.
living
but nah.
off the shit we experienced.
Yo, the nigga Diddy
know
said
what I'm
make
saying?
it make sense, and
Yeah.
that's what happened.
That's what he said to you guys?
Yeah, like what does LOX mean? Like we shortening that shit, and what does it mean?
And we just got word from the truck. Living off experience would be LOE, not LOX.
Did he not want you to be the Warlocks or the LOX?
It was kind of over for the Warlock
over
era.
for the Warlocks.
He liked it the LOX though. That's why. It's,
That was like the era of skeletons and
Grave diggers
Yeah,
and all
grave
that. I don't know if
diggers,
you're familiar with.
No, of course.
Yeah, like
shit
yeah,
like
that
that.
kind of rap.
We was
That
getting
horror
out of
rap.
that
Yeah.
era.
No, we spoke with
And we
Styles.
was flyer than that
We talked with you when you were here about like all the dark thoughts that go through your head.
all the time.
I know this.
Even right now, as we
And
speak.
you were saying on Twitter recently too. You're like, if people really knew,
I think that's what everybody.
yeah.
I think just most people are scared to say it. That's your brother. You don't fucking tell him your deepest, darkest thoughts, do you?
No.
Have you woke up and say, yo, check this out. I was thinking this crazy shit. Right? You don't say shit. Nobody does. I love these two. These are my brothers.
Yeah.
I love my family. I don't tell nobody my deepest, darkest thoughts. Like it.
Well,
I don't
just do it
think
on the
anybody
podcast.
does. Yeah, 'cause I think I'm crazy for them. I would assume somebody else would. So why share them? I just keep it to myself. And
Sometimes
you
you
know,
could just tweet it.
even those I don't, some,
Yeah.
regular crazy shit, but so you can't, people got
Says you can't
judgments
get
are
away with your
crazy.
deepest,
Yeah,
darkest
like
thoughts.
people
You
that
can't get away
judge you
with that
crazy.
shit. So I even say that shit.
I keep my crazy to I limit it. I give you 50% of my crazy. That's it.
Did the label ever hit you and say like, yo, you can't put this lyric out there?
all the time. They
Yep.
stop like or put the clean version, but you'd be surprised with some. And let me tell you something. I think that shit got to do with the status of the artist too, man. Because it'll be the same motherfucker saying the same shit, and none of his shit is blanked out.
Nope.
My shit
That's
be,
happened to me many times.
Nah, several
Several
joints,
fucking
yeah.
times. You
Hell yeah.
can't say that
Hey, what
'cause
the
of
fuck?
you.
He just said that,
What?
and he
does that
ain't
even
blanked
mean?
none of his shit all the time.
Well, like what lyrics?
It
All
would be-
kind of shit. We can't say sour
What was your
before
last shit
and
on the Old Man and shit? It was
and the
something. They
Omen,
took a
yeah.
line out like
Papa Cop. Last one they took me out was Papa Cop.
Oh, that Roc Nation asked you to.
Yeah, he's a soft one.
What's that?
man.
Papa
Soft
Cop.
ones. Would you care?
No, thank you.
I'm good,
Would
thank
you
you.
care?
Yeah, you got like the perfect European nose. This shit is dope, man. This shit is, look how straight this shit is. Out with the glasses, like shit is like bong.
Here,
Look
just
at it. Look, turn it on. Look at that shit.
He turned.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Right? Why this shit is like perfect. Damn.
Thank you. Finally, somebody said.
Somebody notice your shit. Somebody notice your fucking nose. You supposed to been notice his nose
I
there
know,
with
I
him
know,
every
I
day,
know,
man.
yeah, we don't do this at Thanksgiving, you know. So, can you guys talk about when you first met DJ Clark Kent?
For me, I want to.
Clarky made our first show tape.
Bad Boy, probably, right?
Made our first show tape.
Yeah.
I remember that. I know that.
Was it before
That
that?
was very
Probably
early.
Bad Boy,
And
right?
I think we even met him before.
And he did it at his crib.
I think we actually met him before, a little bit before we was actually on, and then we met him again and we was on.
He said he wanted to try to sign you guys.
Word.
Yeah.
See, I knew we met him before we was
I don't
actually
remember,
on.
man.
I
do
do.
remember Bad Boy, definitely.
You know, I be high. I shouldn't remember
Yeah.
anything, but I kind of
Wow.
remember knowing Clark before
Clark's a good dude.
we
Yeah.
was on.
Like, yo, nigga, everybody say we look alike. You always tell me that shit. I'm like, yo, shit. Clark is crazy. Sneaker dude. He a big sneaker dude.
Mad kicks.
Yeah.
Man. I love you,
Mad
brother.
kicks.
Word.
So,
Clark is a super dope, great guy.
yo, he's the truth.
Producer, hip hop head, sneaker head,
All
just
that.
all around general,
All that.
genuine
Culture.
type of
Straight
dude.
up culture. Yeah.
Totally.
Always love,
Word.
man.
So that first tape though, that was him.
On what?
You said Clark put a tape out with you guys.
No.
First show tape.
Oh,
Yeah.
first show
Yeah,
tape.
putting the songs together.
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone knows about the Suge phone call, trying to get you guys over there on the
Suge,
West
yeah.
Coast. But talk about what it was like to really get Bad Boy interested in you guys and know that that was the place to go.
Well, the Suge phone call happened. Mary put us all on like a little conference, kind of, if you will. Like at the time, it was like a 2-way or 3-way.
Yeah.
You connect the person in or whatever. Talking. This is basically saying like, yo, man, I really like you guys. It was short. And saying, yo, I gotta get y'all out here. Like, I want to sign y'all shit. And it was Mary. And Mary was like, yo, I'll call y'all back after we hung up. And then signing with Puff. You saying how was it? You saying what?
How
was
did
the
it come
feeling?
to be? Yeah.
How did it come to be? What was it? Of course, J Bop and all that. Took our demo tape to Mary. Mary running around with Diddy. You know how the story goes.
Yep.
You probably heard this 1,000 times. But when we got into that office, I remember going upstairs into the office and meeting with homie with Puff, and this was like, yo, he was this same cool, calm motherfucker that you see now. You know what I mean? A little bit way more positive right now, but you know what I mean? He was on
Brother
his beast
love.
mode
Brother
shit.
love, yeah.
Brother love, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that shit was a joke. I heard he,
Yeah.
he might have been serious about that shit and then got some backlash like, yo, nigga, all right, it was a joke, y'all.
Was it Brother Love on WWF?
Yeah. No, it was it's somebody else.
Hulk Hogan.
It's somebody else that had that name. Nah, it was somebody else with that name though.
Fuck with Hulk Hogan,
Huh?
Brother
Dude
Love.
Love? Yeah. Yeah, but nah, it was a good feeling, man. Once we did that shit, and right away we just knew it was on and popping. Like we about to take over this motherfucker.
Well, like, you know, you guys have obviously had your issues with the record industry, but like, who are some executives that did have your back that like you actually fucked with?
I fuck with damn, what's the I mean, you gotta help me with some names and shit. Damn, I suck with the names. Brought me to Universal. Kedar, I love you, my brother. Kedar is my man. He's a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? If anybody got negative shit to say about it, I have no idea about that. I can't answer that shit. But as far as me, everything I asked for, whether it be 800, 7, like he gave that money straight up, and I put that shit to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, for real. And I got the Def Jam and shit. What's my nigga? He used to have me in the office talking to him. What's the big dog? Def Jam, nigga.
Fucking high.
L.A. Reid, shout out to him when I did my deal over there. Word.
Oh,
And
Get up
yeah,
on your shit, bro.
yeah. Somebody was on me with the shit.
That's WWF. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to L.A. Reid,
For real, man.
Jimmy Iovine,
Yeah.
I mean, we can't forget DNY.
Steve
DNY.
Stout,
Well, so
you know.
in those like early Bad Boy days,
DNY.
did you guys? Was there ever a thought that like Ruff Ryders was actually going to be a record label rather than just a management company, and that you guys would put your shit out through them? Did they ever talk to you about that, or was that?
I
like,
personally, I didn't know that they would take that business route, knowing the guys that I know from the street. I just thought they was management and having fun with it, like caking out that way. You know what I mean? But it was a blessing when they did switch over and put their business hat on.
What did they do as managers that got you like to be who you guys had to be?
I'm not gonna say that.
all right.
Because they took different approaches about shit.
Yeah.
But with any venues,
They were big brothers.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah.
They was big brothers with a view and a vision to get in the game. They were older than us, and they respected and understood our talent, and they supported us. I would say more is like you having a big brother who knows about the street, who's trying to get in the industry, who sees your talents, and they supporting y'all. That's how I always visioned them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was always like family. It was always like a family thing, so it's kind of hard to, like, big brothers. Just paving the,
Yeah,
trying to pave the way, seeing our talent. It's
Niggas
like
came in Staples. I'll tell you a story all the time. They came in Staples. So, yo, Sheek, you ain't never got work here again in your life. I was lifting boxes and shit when the nigga came in. He had a sparkling Pele on and shit.
He gave me that pay.
Word? Yo, the nigga came in and said, yo, you never gonna have to work again in your life. So I thought, I quit.
Right on the spot.
Right on the spot, right? So, like, that night I quit, but I ain't get famous yet. He had me doing other shit. Yeah, he had me doing other shit, right? I thought, like, I'm about to blow up. I was in a factory.
You tell your family, and you're just like, yo, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I don't even think I said. I think I just made that switch.
I think our families always knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
We were always, music was always in our eyes, like, you know what I'm saying, and so heavily that our families definitely knew.
No one tried to pull you aside and just be like, yo, maybe have a backup plan, like think of like doing some other business.
My mom was strong on that, on school.
Yeah.
All of our moms were strong on school, like big time, like heavy. Like,
did you
fuck
all
this
go
music
to
shit.
WCC? Or
Yeah.
not? Yeah.
I made it a semester.
Yeah, it was there.
Then I went
not the college.
the county jail.
Yeah.
I made it a semester.
So at what point did your mom say like, oh, I see it now and I understand it?
Even when we was hot on the street, like before the records, we was kind of lit. We was kind of like dope as the Bomb Squad and the Warlocks, and we was kind of like some young dudes that's about to blow the fuck up. So your mom ain't gonna see all that. She don't know none of that kind of shit, like what's going on. I don't know when she actually knew. Probably when the contracts came. When old people know is when the paperwork comes, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They don't know what you know, like, out there that the crowd is singing your mixtape.
You on TV,
Right. When you're standing next to Ellen, that's when you make it. Yeah.
Then I ain't make it yet. I'm still struggling, baby.
Yeah, we gotta get on Ellen, matter of fact.
Who do we got to talk
Shit,
to?
we was on Ricky Lake back then.
No, of course we doing all of nigga. Hold on,
Shit.
Ricky Lake, Keenan Ivory,
That other lady, remember that
Sinbad?
other show where
Yeah,
somebody
give me-
got
give me
killed
that
at?
shit, boy.
Wait, what?
Jenny Lake, Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, Sinbad, Jenny Jones,
all of them shows.
Keenan Ivory,
Arsenio.
Arsenio. Did we do Arsenio?
Yeah.
You guys did all that?
We did all that,
We
Nickelodeon.
did the Magic Johnson show.
We did Sinbad.
You did
I mean,
the
we did
Magic
we did
Johnson
Yeah. Remember Magic?
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Like,
We
He had 5
shows.
episodes.
Arsenio.
We ain't do
Holy
Arsenio.
shit!
Yeah, we did Arsenio.
How old was we? We might have been 9. Arsenio was kind of like we did.
Did we do Arsenio?
I don't remember Arsenio.
We did Wild Night shows in L.A.
I don't know if we did
Hell
Arsenio.
Might
yeah,
have
all them
missed-
shit.
I know Easy.
And Nickelodeon, like you said. Let's be clear.
Easy did the
Nickelodeon
gangsters.
did-
You seen Easy on
we
Arsenio?
did-
Came out in a rope.
Nah.
BT when it was in D.C.
Gangsterest shit I ever seen. Holy
Really?
shit.
We did Teen Summit, BT when it
Teen
was
Summit,
in D.C.
Word up, all
Word,
that kind of
dog.
shit, man.
We did 106 in Park when it was on 106
When
in
it was on
Park.
106
What about
Facts, bro.
that?
Word up.
Yeah, bitch.
That's real talk, man. Like, yo, our history is outstanding.
Yo,
Our catalog is outstanding. So motherfuckers that's trying to get in the game right now and finally blowing up, man, you still ain't got what motherfuckers have. That you know.
Time.
I say that with a lot of people. You may have a hot song right now, and I salute it, and I get it, and I love it. But you can't say, yo, I love all your old shit. To none of these,
wait.
Well, but what was your favorite?
or even laugh at shiny suits, and we give it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got stuff to go on with us. Like, remember them shiny shit? So what the fuck was y'all thinking?
Yo, real
Like, it's a
quick,
conversation.
we went down to Vegas to the Billboard Awards 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We went not just to the new strip, we went to the old strip to find the location for Feel So Good. Like, we needed to find it. They tore it down.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Casino?
But we went out there to look for that. Like, I'm
That's
telling
crazy.
you.
Down that whole where we did it.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the new strip is like on fire.
And that casino, the hotel, the whole shit.
Yeah, all gone.
We just wanted to take a picture. Like,
Yeah, we like asked some lady. She was like, "That hasn't been here in 40 years." And we were like, "Oh shit." Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no.
Do you have any of that old stuff? Like, do you have your shiny
I used to. Yeah. Nah.
You do? Oh,
Nah. I don't got it.
Because you probably can't fit. Like,
I wish I would have kept that. I wish I'd have kept the green
Word.
shiny suit, right? And it's another story that I have. Like, I swear, man, when I went, this is not even some comical shit, but when I went to the hospital and shit, when we pulled up in the parking lot, Big's hat was on the floor. Damn, I wish I grabbed that hat. I was right there. I'm talking about the hat was on the fucking floor. And, you know, we just pulled off. And I seen it. I said, damn. Now I'm thinking, why I didn't grab that and throw it in, like, keep it.
Yeah.
Like some shit.
You know, and just kept it. Or, of course, probably gave it over to Miss Wallace, whatever, but still,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
grabbed
yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
So what was that Vegas trip like?
Not knowing what the fuck. We
I
just
had a
out there.
fucked
like,
up trip that time.
Yeah?
What happened?
I lost.
You said Pierre to
I lost
my
everything.
That's that night? That's then? Or-
Ain't that the time? I think I lost everything.
He was gambling out there that time?
That's what made me not gamble. I think.
Wow.
I tried to win the Dodge Viper.
Yeah, that's that time.
I tried to win
Watching
the
too much
Dodge
National
Viper.
Lampoons.
Yeah, I tried to win a Dodge Viper. I lost everything. First few minutes there.
Yo,
I don't think I gambled and shit. I remember Sun God.
Yeah, to
Son
my
God, yeah.
room.
Sucked, dog.
That's crazy.
Then somebody won it. I seen somebody win it. That's what
Yeah.
really hurt.
That's when we were still dealing with Ruff Ryders. You know, we was like their little baby brothers. They sent one of their crazy man, Son God, who just came from jail to
Road
the
managers.
road managers, and he left something
Fresh
in his
off a
room.
chow.
So you know, he's the point person at the video.
Remember that shit?
He left something in his room, and you know, at that back then they was you had white glove service for anything back then. So the people at production is telling them we sent the PA to your room. And he said, you sent Pierre to mine. He didn't know what a PA
On
was.
the fucking floor, yo.
You sent Pierre to my room.
Oh, shit.
That's all I remember.
That
for
nigga Sun God, speaking of Sun God, you know, remember we was at a award show and shit? This nigga pulled a knife out. Had my security. I had 2 security niggas in the car. Scared to death. I'm Papa said, stab me, nigga. Fuck you up, right? Would you in the front shit like, yo, fuck you, nigga. Stab me. He had the knife out, turned around, shit. Yeah, we're gonna fuck you up in here. My security was shook to death, man. Them niggas out of here, yo. It was Arsenio Hall looking nigga that we had, man, with hard
Oh, the
bottoms.
black-
yeah,
Wesley
LA
Snipes.
niggas, man. I was
Tall,
like, yo,
slim
you
nigga
don't
in
see this
LA.
nigga with a knife
Oh,
on
we
him
used to
right
call
here?
him
What the
Wesley
fuck?
Snipes.
Wesley.
Wesley Snipes. And what's the other? What's his whole?
Wesley, yeah. The light
Yeah,
skinned nigga and
yeah.
Wesley, they wasn't gonna bust
It didn't even matter
I used to call him
that he had a
Wesley
knife. He
Snipes.
popped the knife out.
gonna bust a great
Shit,
dog.
that nigga he was in the front like
Yo,
trying
hold on, stop this
The
whole
fuck?
podcast. LOX had security. We had security.
to, yeah, Puff. That nigga always had security was
We had wild security.
We used to-
We was young.
for no
We used
reason.
to
That nigga Puff had like 2 on
We
us
used to
at all
shake them
times.
niggas. And then they ain't jumping a lot of shit.
Nah, none of them niggas was doing
They
shit.
used, they used to see we get busy and they was like,
You had
"Whoa."
like a couple like Ramel. Ramel seemed like he would in the house. Like it was a couple that probably would.
I ain't gonna lie, I think we the
Oh,
only
no,
people
we
who flipped
gonna
on
put
that. We used to flip on
Yeah,
our own
thug.
security, remember?
Hell yeah.
Remember? Yeah, we'll fuck you up. You get popped up.
You know why I think? You know why? And, you
Our
know,
own security, remember? We had
You know
our
why
own
I think
security
Diddy did
on the
that?
tour bus one day.
Did
You
he-
won't fucking get off here.
yeah, that
Pop
was
that
after the big.
nigga's
So when we say no security now, shit, you know what I mean? It's different. But like then it was like Puff was going through a lot of stress, like with since Big got killed.
Yeah.
And you know you got people's kids on the road with you and shit. So I remember one time when the motherfucker he flipped on security hard. The security took a shortcut and brought us through like the illest blood blocks like in Compton and shit. He took
jungle.
through the jungle. He took us through the shortcut, but
Yeah.
just because he rolling like a whole bunch of cars. The dude took off and went carpool. He took off and went his own way because he was from LA and went his own. Yo, man, we seen that shit was crazy, but he flipped on the security, man, crazy. We was like, hey, niggas, whatever.
Did anybody actually try you guys after that?
In LA over
Yeah.
there? Nah, nah, never. Nah, hell no.
Always love.
Nah.
All right, so last time that Styles was here, we talked about the Puff Daddy and the Family tour that you guys went on, and how you guys would steal shit from every single convenience store you went to.
Word, the
The first though, I see you saying, hell yeah. These niggas
Not
is
the last
ruthless.
though.
No, not the last
We
one. We was
still-
younger, of course.
No way out.
Yo, they used to empty the shit. Yeah, I do remember that.
What we did to the rest stops is unfair. It's
Yeah,
not even,
yo.
It's not even right.
Yo, they would take Not one. You thinking of one or two? They'll take the carts, the
whole double mint, the whole iced
shit and
tea,
walk out.
the whole.
I don't even know if it was surveillance cameras
chips.
back then. The damn show wasn't
We
phones.
went
with
behind the
cameras.
thing and made our own sandwiches. We went
Hell
behind.
yeah.
We fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
If you go to jail, we went to jail.
Yeah.
For every state.
Yeah,
Not
bro.
one state. We did
Wait,
it.
it's not even like you
Dog,
guys have a good
whole
getaway like
racks.
car. You're in a bus.
Yeah.
Bus that's gonna take off
Then
dumb
we
slow.
I'm gonna tell you what the key was.
It
Hold
was
on,
times
P.
I would just leave money like just.
Let me tell you what the key was.
Robbery.
Every state, what is that? It's
We did it every
Yo,
state.
listen.
dog.
The key to make it all love, it was like 10 more buses coming. So you gotta go first.
They're gonna get Black
Yeah,
Rob.
no, everybody was hitting it. So if you go first, it's almost
Yeah,
like
we hit it- we
it's
hit
all
it
love.
bad.
Cause the
We hit
other
it
buses
bad.
are about to demolish this shit. So we just gonna take the gums, a couple teas, a couple. You know what I mean? We just gonna
crazy.
take
I used to take whole racks of chips. You know how you got the thing on the like it's hanging with each one. Grab that.
We used to have
grab
the store
that,
shit on our
grab
bus.
That, the whole
Hell
thing.
yeah.
The metal clip, the shit
clips,
that the chips
bro.
is on.
Yeah. The whole everything. Take it all.
And when you ran out,
cases.
you re-upped.
I got a bill from that tour for like 17,000.
Damn.
From who?
I took all the comfort. I took all the bed settings from every hotel.
to bring
Remember,
home?
my tour bus had every bed on it. Marriott, Ritz-Carlton, any hotel we had. Because if sometimes you sleep there, sometimes you leave after the show.
Yo.
I take the whole bed, the sham, the comforter, the pillows, all that. My tour bus bed was like named the whole
Lavish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them shits be right. My shit's having the state penitentiary sheets on it. I'm sleeping like a baby on that motherfucker.
Can you tell us your best Black Rob story?
I won't dare. I fucking won't dare.
How
Keep
about,
my
how, about
shit.
a, how about a good Black
I'm
Rob
gonna
story?
keep my shit to myself. BR's fucking crazy. That's my dog right there. BR's a big fella, man.
Yeah, I don't got no BL stories. That nigga was going to strip clubs when I was like 2. That nigga was going like, we'll drop that nigga off at strip clubs like when we was like 12 and shit. Like, where you going, my nigga? Drop me over here at Golden Lady. Drop me off the Golden Lady. Big like
fella.
young and shit. Like, yo.
Big fella. Get
Thought
out of
he was
here.
young.
Thought he was young. Thought he was young.
Big fella.
How about Murder Mace?
Mace was around us a lot. A whole lot.
You guys knew him from 125th, like back when you guys were hanging out?
that's where I met him actually back then, and in Harlem and all
No,
that.
the real
Well,
lizard.
well, like back
Iguana.
back then it was like McGruff,
Yeah.
Cam, and like them, you know, and
Children
Jim and
of
them
the
wasn't
Corn and-
Children of the Corn. They
Yeah.
what's the name of them wasn't rapping at the time,
Right.
You know, so
Did you spend much time at 1199
what's that?
on the east side?
In Harlem.
Oh
Yeah.
nah,
They spent a lot of time in YO when after we met.
facts.
So you guys linked up and you just had this like commonality and you're just like come through and hang out?
After once we got cool, yeah.
Before you guys were signed, before you were signed, just like
We got signed simultaneously, damn near.
yeah. Dean had a lot to do with Mace getting signed, right?
is that right?
Over that, yeah, definitely. I think so.
was in that Ruff Ryders studio every fucking day
Yep.
going hard.
Yeah.
Like before I think any of us, before us, X, Mace, anybody even saw a contract or thinking about a contract, like we just tearing the streets up and making our name and just kind of being in the studio, like going hard, like really fucking hard. Like
Did Mace
really
come through
hard.
for those battles?
Yeah, no, he was there.
Yeah.
Hey, he was in the mix of all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was one of them.
Mace started off probably as a battle, and then
Yeah. But not the
pretty
battle
sure
rap
he got-
how you see it now. It was just different.
like ciphering.
Yeah, yeah,
You
You'll
gotta
spit a
laugh.
verse.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll spit a verse, but it ain't catered to that person. Now it's catered.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not like
right.
Right. Now it's 8 Mile.
everybody.
And you
Yeah.
ain't, you didn't do the research on them and have their fucking name and then you just had to kind of outlast
Yeah.
Yeah.
whoever could rhyme. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, why don't you guys just do a quick 100 bars right now? Just a
Hell
quick
no.
100.
hell fuck.
Oh my god.
Kidding me? Shit.
What was your first time meeting Eve like?
Who the fuck is this?
What was your
Fuck
second time
did
like?
you meet Eve? Where'd you meet Eve at? In the
lab.
In the studio, right?
I
Yeah.
believe
I
in the
don't have no other
They
history
said she
besides.
down with us, guys, and that's
Yeah,
it.
and she used to come in and just kind of watch everybody work herself.
Yeah.
Come in our room, we go in her room, listen, and then she just kind of be like the family.
Yeah. Eva
Like a
coming like with her
studio
own crew
process,
as well.
yeah.
From
Like
Philly?
Yeah,
Brick
she,
house.
yeah.
Style,
Even on the road, like everywhere, she kind of had like a group of people with her. Not like some of your people now. She had kind of
No,
already.
it's funny now. They don't really make them. Just as we speaking, like back then, you like made your bones being in the studio outside, just rhyming. Like you ain't have internet. You
Make
ain't
your
have,
bones right here. Now.
You know what I mean? You didn't have Instagram.
While
you
you
didn't have
eating your
Twitter.
bones.
You didn't have YouTube.
Eat bones,
So
make
it's more
bones,
like you
just
had
a lot of
to
bones going.
be in circles where
Bones
you heard
alone.
people rhyme.
Yeah.
Cared about rhyming, or was the thing. So it's kind of like when you get in the studio.
Well,
and
do you
you
think
there every day
around
it's just
other
what you're doing?
around other people were being creative? You're saying, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you being
yeah.
creative on your own, and then you in environments where
Other people being creative in that motherfucker.
yeah, it's
Hell
creative. Like we like big shout out to Jazzo. Like
Mm.
Jazzo got a lot to do with
Demo.
how creative we are too. Also, like you know what I'm saying. Besides DNY, just going to D&D, BK fucking with Jazzo, him pulling out certain beats. Like you know what I'm saying.
Four
Just
niggas used
lot
to
of
leave a
shit,
studio
like-
and stop by another studio and stop by another studio
Yeah,
to say,
like-
yo, check the song I just did for Hove the other night, like type shit. You know, inspiration.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, so you hearing
Right.
MOP shit, you hearing Hove shit, you hearing like you know what I mean, you hearing group home shit, you just from different people too, and just being in them rooms and just you know large professor, just getting to see certain different circles around.
Well, who's like the craziest person that like
Yeah, I
came
did it
through
Yeah, I'm sorry.
your studio? Like somebody that's like so unexpected. You're just like, whoa, how did that person like end up at your studio?
I don't know, cause I don't look at it like when you make music, it's not crazy for nobody to come through the studio. It's like come through the studio, like you know what I mean.
You said who's the craziest person in there?
Yeah. I mean, besides Styles,
Mike Epps.
X.
Mike Epps.
but
Mike
yeah, Mike
Epps.
Epps. Mike
I thought
Epps
you meant
alive.
crazy, like
Mike Epps spit?
bogged out.
Nah, just come
Yeah,
chill.
you
Mike
got
Epps
Artists
come to the-
come chill.
Mike Epps just come to the lab and show sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Like
All kind of
These
people
niggas have
been
ball
in our
players,
lab.
NBA
like they know,
players
yeah,
become
like all kind
NBA
of shit.
players,
players,
boxers, football players,
boxes, everybody.
It's like
that's what I'm
ESPN,
saying,
like-
it's kinda,
Yeah,
you'll
All
be
kind of
surprised,
rappers,
like, you'll
50.
you know.
yeah.
No, we went to Max B's one time when he was living up in the
Max
Bronx.
B used to come to our lab all the time. Speaking
and
of
Ron
Max B.
Artest was just gonna like stop through, just like just like the business was. Just
Ron
like,
Artest
whatever.
came through the lab.
Yeah.
Chris Lighty, rest in peace. He
Yeah.
used to always stop to hear what we working on.
a
lot of
and they had the
yeah.
G Unit thing going on. He used to always stop just to come in here, like, cause we was like right there one time till that nigga put out in the club.
Yo,
That shit just word up.
did you know 50 early?
Nah.
So when he,
I didn't. What do you mean, like his music?
well, when before he signed to
I
like
remember
Trackmaster,
I remember
like,
meeting him on a
Nah.
on a Rough Rider.
D
I
Dot
met
played
him-
the song.
He used to open up on a Rough Rider Cash Money tour.
what?
I believe.
Yeah.
He used to open up on a Rough Rider Cash Money tour.
Nah.
Yeah,
Well, I ain't know that shit.
yeah. He used to
I
open up
remember,
on a Rough Rider.
I remember
Cash
D Dot
Money.
played us that shit to how to rob. I was like, oh shit.
And I remember we actually
Alright.
met him in the after. I want to say Atlanta, in an Atlanta club, in the after party one day. He came through. Yeah.
Shout out to the brother and all his accomplishments, man.
Yeah,
Y'all heard it.
hard, man.
I said it. Shout out to 50 and I mean from film to the music, all that shit. It's
Yeah,
dope.
bro.
Yeah. Good shit.
It's pretty remarkable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away that Jada had one of the best.
Yeah, that's the culture though.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah.
It's amazing. It's legendary. We still spit that Jada. Those bars.
No. Shout out to Fifth, man.
Word up.
You know what I mean?
Wait, did you guys see him? You just did Barclays, right, with him?
Yeah, but how it goes, you barely see the artists, like unless they come in your dressing
Some
room.
of them, but we
Oh,
ain't
it's
seen
Yeah.
just one after another.
They have it different. Even like the summer jams and all that kind of shit. You think it's one big party. You'll get sent to the stage when that whole crew leaves the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's kind of like a
Can you stick around, or Zebro like kick you off and like say like get out of here?
you can, but they
you
got
can
their
if
whole
you want.
crew. It's like you know what I mean. You
As
can
an
stick
artist,
around.
you always got a little seniority and
Right.
space, and people always make as we do. Like if
Be a lot of clogged arteries at them shows.
Yeah.
It's clogged, but
Yeah.
if like if an artist want to see you and watch you,
Clogged
you ain't gonna kick
artistry.
him off the stage. You're gonna you're gonna respect it. You glad that he
Clogged arteries, clogged arteries.
Word up.
Wow, crazy.
Right. That could be an AKA, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, clogged
Push your album back. Clogged artistry.
Yeah.
So when you guys
artists, human beings inside a artery.
this is North
See,
Copenhagen.
I asked for 100 bars, and you're giving me like 200 right now.
So when you guys were signed to Arista, through Bad Boy. What was the environment there like? Was that
Clive Davis, no favors.
How many times did you guys meet with him?
Couple times.
Was it anything where you played him his music? You played him your music?
Well, I don't even think he gave a fuck about the
Word.
that
You see
song.
this
Nah.
nigga.
It looked like he was like this when we met him.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you. He didn't give a fuck about it.
I never seen that
Whitney
motherfucker
Houston.
day
No,
in
we
my
met-
life.
we met- yes, we
I
did.
think when kids say,
Yes,
I
you
seen
did.
a nigga floating by
Yes,
and
you
shit,
did.
but like, we sat and had a meeting with that nigga?
Nah, we
No,
had no
we
meeting.
was at a
We went into
party
the-
or
we went to
somewhere.
the-
Went to somewhere.
Oh, nah, we
He
did the
was
shit
like
with
this.
Whitney Houston and all that.
Yeah, we went to his Grammy party.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
did that.
me, Clive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
He
talking
know
about
who the
how,
fuck
like,
us three was.
Harrell and them niggas come in the room and guys, this and that.
Yeah,
this
he
and
know
that.
who the fuck we
I ain't
was.
never seen that.
Never, dog.
There was too much going on back then.
Nah, he didn't know who he was. We didn't chart enough.
Yeah.
Wait, so Clive didn't?
That wasn't a conversation.
Clive didn't come up to Yonkers.
Hell, fuck you.
We charted it.
Not at that time.
Millions, man.
Man, he was with Whitney and them at that time. Man.
Still.
That was a baby child for Clive.
You guys were hanging out with Mariah.
On his crib.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
He just wanted to speak to Puff, though, not
Wait.
the artist, though.
Yo.
Did
Did
you
you speak to Puff?
No favors.
Did you guys ever go to Puff's house in Scarsdale?
Nah, we ain't know him.
Nah.
Been to like
Nah.
parties he threw in Westchester.
Nah,
and shit
nah,
like
we
that.
ain't know
New Year's
Puff when
Eve parties
they
and
had
shit.
this
Yeah.
shit in. By the time we was there, it was already 19th Street and the bread was in.
Yeah.
We caught the bread.
Yeah, we missed that early shit, God.
We
You
caught the.
have any good white party stories? Out in
Hamptons?
the Hamptons?
We did that. We did those too, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
All white everything?
I thought he meant white people.
Yeah,
no,
you-
I was gonna say, I got some fucking great ones.
yo, do it. Yo, I want to hear those stories.
Yeah, let's hear those.
I thought he meant white people.
Yeah, any white
I
stories?
thought he meant cocaine party.
Here, Styles, you tell a white party story about white people. Jada, you're gonna follow
white
that with
story
like
about
cocaine
cocaine.
stories.
Like
Yeah.
white people, I just love white people, man. You party hard. The non-racist white people, they party hard. They grow the best marijuana in the fucking earth.
It's actually better to party with white people.
Word,
man.
and they'll step
If you
on
want
each
to have a
other.
good
don't
party,
worry
you
about
should
a
party
scrap.
with white people.
Woo! You get a couple of those out for the night.
If you want to show off your
Come on.
outfit and stand
All
against
that,
the
like
wall,
white people
go
party.
to a
Like,
black
you know what I
party.
mean?
Yeah, Smokers
I
Club.
like
Like
doing white
fucking
people shit.
totally
Smokers Club
fucked
tours.
up
Yeah,
and have
you
a
know.
great time like New Year's.
Dude.
Party with white people.
I feel like this is like a PSA that Jada's giving right now.
I'm sure a lot of people
Nah, it
will
is.
agree.
Niggas say you want to
heard?
show off your outfit and stand
You
against
want
the
to have
wall.
you want to show off your outfit, ice grill, play the wall, keep checking the
You
gram
surrounded
on
by
your
10
phone.
niggas that don't like you.
You want to be around a sausage fest with niggas that
Word.
don't
Sword
like you.
fight.
Keep checking the gram and looking down at your new Gucci's. Go to a black party.
But for a
You
white
want to
party,
get totally fucked up, drunk,
Word.
high, intoxicated,
Step
dance,
on each other. No
party
beefing.
like it's no tomorrow. Yeah,
Crazy.
all kind of
I
shit
love
can
80s
happen.
white people music.
Go to white
That's what made me who I am.
Like what?
80s white people coked up music. You know it. I ain't got to say it. 80s white people coked up music.
Culture
Love it.
Club.
Yeah, MTV early.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How early did you guys know Joe Hooker?
That's who that.
Harvey, yeah.
When I got to Bad Boy.
Yeah.
I didn't
We got
know
him when
him before
we
that.
met Harvey when we got there.
Yeah.
And he was just an artist back then.
Nah, he was an executive, the
Oh, you-
vice president.
back then?
It was lit already. When we
He
got
was
there, it was
running
kind of
shit.
like,
Yeah.
you know, it was big. Craig Mack told it. They had the kind
Yeah.
of like the little regime.
We caught
and
it on it. They was the Chicago Bulls when
Facts.
we got there.
Yeah. They was
They
already
wasn't
popping.
working for
Yeah.
it. They
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Biggie already had his first album out. They dropped Craig Mack. They did all kind of shit. So we was landing on a ship that was sailed already.
Oh, here's a random question. Was Lenny S on the Bad Boy Street team when you guys were signed to Bad Boy?
No, Lenny S was on Rockefeller Street team when I ever met him.
Yeah.
I agree too. Their street team was Super Mario and like guys like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Lenny S on there. I seen him taking pictures and doing street team for
Yeah.
Rockefeller. back
Yeah.
then.
Oh, so what he's still doing?
Yeah.
Nah, but he getting other money now, baby.
yeah,
He said,
yeah.
"Oh, so it's
Are you
stupid."
my friend?
How about first time meeting Swizz? Because he's just at that point like
90.
That's
That's like,
nephew.
that's D's nephew.
At
Yeah,
that
that's
time,
so,
he's
right?
just D's nephew.
yeah.
Yeah, we already knew Swizz.
seen.
We already been seeing him. He been
That's the
around.
Nori's line. You know that, right?
No.
So Nori said he knew Swizz when he was just D's nephew.
That's true. So you didn't know that he was making beats though?
Yeah, Yeah, we did.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
he
You
was
did.
making beats his
Niggas
whole
used to
life.
call my house.
Kiss is the first beat. I think.
Yeah, I'm his first placement. All for the love off our first LOX album is Swizz first beat
that's
to the
Kiss.
world.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I remember he used to call and
I don't
yo.
want to. You know,
I can tell you that he used to call my phone and shit like, yo, can you put my uncle on the phone? We used to be running around or whatever and shit.
Yeah.
And he'll tell D like, yo, I need this Casio or this Triton or this the Korg or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know. That's
Swizz worked
related
fucking
shit.
hard,
Yeah,
bro.
he's been on it for a
Yeah.
long time.
He been on it, B. He always been on it. He worked fucking hard.
now he's all the way the top of the top.
Crazy.
Salute
food
that
chain.
king.
Yeah.
Salute.
Worked hard.
Are you my friend?
What's your guys' best X story?
Oh man.
Shit.
We was
All
getting,
my best stories, I can't say.
me and X was getting tattoos and shit.
That time we was in Miami, man. The whole family, early Miami days when Miami was still flavor. He was on Collins, walking somewhere down Collins. He just started taking a leak.
That's what I was gonna say.
The whole family was coming, man. Nothing to see here, folks. This nigga's foul.
Dick facing the whole street going by. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, yo, we just finished getting tats. I got the dog on his arm. I got some other shit.
Yeah.
And that nigga was just doing that shit. I said, oh shit, this nigga's crazy.
Are you?
Folks, you can prep all you want during the week ahead of an event like this, but nothing, and I mean nothing, can prepare you for Jadakiss singing in the middle of a story. Remember where you were for this moment. Also, remember to subscribe, rate, and comment to A Waste of Time with ItsTheReal on iTunes or SoundCloud so you'll never miss a hole-in-one, or even 2 episodes.
Do you guys ever miss the days when you would just like walk out in the streets and not be recognized?
When I'm with my family, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. Other than that, it's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah.
The love, you kind of appreciate the love. But when you with your fans, like, yo, nigga.
Because there was just a video that came out of Cash Money like before they made it, you know, and they were just walking around, I think Atlanta maybe,
Right,
The
and
video,
nobody.
and they're all super young, and no one notices them. And you're talking like Juvie and BG and Wayne and Baby and Slim and everybody, and no one's recognizing them, and it's wild.
Believe it or not, those are the good old days.
Yeah.
That was the money days, too. When
Yeah.
they was giving them big budgets.
sir.
Well, where's the craziest place that you've been recognized?
The moon.
It's kind of like, depends on like certain islands and stuff I go to and visit like on vacation. And they're like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean?
White House.
Yeah, damn.
Do you it?
Are they waiting on
Fucking
islands?
kids, Catholic schools and shit, and then the teachers know, like, yo, I want to ask you for autographs.
Custom
Yeah. Shit. Yes, I don't know. It could
Are
be
people
everywhere.
are people handing you like mixtapes at that point?
When, back then or now?
No,
now
back-
it's like it's USB things and shit. But like, yeah, definitely back then. Yeah, Nordstrom's. All right.
Home goods.
At Home Goods?
According to the incomparable Brian Kraft keeping stats to my left, that is the first Home Goods reference ever made on A Waste of Time with ItsTheReal. Just when you start to count him out, Jadakiss pulls back in. He seems to be making that second half push.
Yeah, it's gonna be all yardies in there working. This shit, Jamaicans and shit at Home Depot's.
Yeah, one.
All right.
What's
This
the
is dope.
what's the biggest difference between Yonkers 20 years ago and Yonkers now?
The rats. The fucking rats.
Yonkers sucks.
You know what? One part about it is the little motherfuckers that's shooting up shit right now. That wasn't back then. You know what I mean? You knew what the beef was about back then. It's older dudes, and you know who violated. Now you don't know what the fuck it's about.
It's no
It's just
Why
random.
they shooting
It's
over
no
there?
culture. It's no.
Yeah, it's like, yo,
Culture.
nigga, you did
Culture.
what? Then these bitches, they'll go and tell, listen, a chick will start wars. A chick
today.
to this day, to ancient times with kings and shit. A chick will come somewhere and tell a motherfucker. Think about it. They'll come and tell somebody they said this about y'all over there.
We
And then they'll go. You know, a chick will start.
Yeah.
A chick is very,
Like, you know,
very
when I think our days are coming up was more like rumble.
right.
Like we'll rumble.
Have these niggas with the Eagles.
You can't shoot
Gotta
somebody
go
you
over
grew
there.
up with and went to school with. Like, you know what I mean? That was kind of different. That's not just Yonkers. That's kind of everywhere. But I think anybody like in their later 30s, early 40s, even mid 30s, like you came up, you know, if you was gonna pop somebody, it was, you know, it was real serious.
Yeah.
They was from,
You know what it was.
you wasn't aligned with them. You ain't have no ties. But if you went to school with somebody, you played little league with them, you did this and that. you was do a fair one. Like, you go fight or it'd be a group fight. So we kind of came up rumbling. Like, there was definitely shootings and stabbings, but it wasn't like just shoot and stab. Like, just run and do that. Like, so that's
These
the
little
difference
niggas will
with
light you
everywhere. They'll
up
fucking
in a
light you
barber
up over
chair
nothing.
while you getting your hair cut. It's
And
like,
they'll
yo,
go
did
tell.
this barber just tell where I was at right now? Like, you don't know who the fuck, and hit you up while you getting your hair cut. Like, yo.
Mind your motherfucking business and stay out the way.
Word.
That's what you better do.
But how you know with these little motherfuckers, if you minding your business and you don't even know why you get beef with these motherfuckers?
That's why you don't have a conversation.
Facts.
You
Stay
can't have a
right away
problem.
from them.
You can't have an argument if you don't have a conversation.
True indeed, bro.
That's my motto.
Yeah. So that's kind of the difference back of with Yonkers now, and I think pretty much everywhere is the little motherfuckers that's doing everything. It ain't really the older dudes.
Yeah. Where were you guys going in high school?
Motherfuckers don't got no respect no more. Shit changed, dog.
Hell no.
Let the motherfuckers do what they do.
Shit. Where was we at when?
In high school, Central Avenue, Galleria.
Nah, if we ever went to Central, it was to Nathan's.
Yeah.
Right
They
there.
had a new TV. Yeah.
Oh man, it was like.
Since Jada was here, we painted
lived
the
on
walls,
Central.
put shit up. Like,
Got a new table.
doesn't look like the trap
new
house
couch.
anymore. Yeah. Although there is a Pyrex behind you. So
It's never been a trap house in the 90s, dog.
Here, there used to be.
This is way better.
This
than
is
trap
just-
house.
Oh, actually, yeah. You know who?
There used to be like trap houses all around here.
You know who lives like 3 blocks south of here? Big Face Gary.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had him on the podcast.
Okay. It
was crazy.
Gary getting money.
Yeah.
He used to go hard, dog.
Still over there with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys talk about that Cash Money tour?
I know
you wanna know,
Juvie was the
baby?
man
Yeah.
at the time. It was different than what you know now. Juvie was the man, and
Yeah, Weezy couldn't really go out his room. Weezy
Yeah.
was like a little kid.
They used to roll super deep.
hell yeah.
I mean, deep. I mean,
I
There
don't
always be an
know
ambulance
what
at the
you
end of
been
each show,
told, but
man.
I love me a
Planes
project.
getting rolled out like every night at the
deep.
at the fucking Cash Money. You remember that
They
shit?
used to say
somebody
that.
used
What
to
the
roll
fuck?
out.
Remember they
They
always
used to be deep.
And they used to be saying, I don't know what you been
when
told,
they come
but
through the
I
hallways.
love me a project hoe.
Yeah. They had little anthems and shit coming through the hallway and shit. Oh shit, you brought my shit back
They
with
used to
that.
have
Yeah.
They used to be deep, dog. The family, the cousins, the aunts, the uncles, the babies, babysitters. Yo, they used to roll on some family love shit, but it was all love though. Like, it was really,
Like all New Orleans was there.
yeah, it was. How they roll was dope. It was dope. I used to have like a lot of
Rough
admiration.
Rider,
They had a bus for the aunts.
Rough Rider
was
Cash
crazy.
Money tour
An
though.
aunt bus, man.
Tell the truth, Styles. Rough Rider Cash Money tour was Attica. It was not one bitch on that tour. We got to the bad boy shit with Usher and all of them. Like, what the fuck is these bitches? It's mad chicks floating around. It's lit. That other shit was fucking Attica locker room.
Definitely
Oh
was.
my god.
Definitely
All niggas in the hallway.
hardcore.
All niggas in the hallway
That
back
shit was
then. Not one
dumb hardcore.
fucking
Lord
woman
have
there.
mercy, that was hardcore.
Yo, nigga.
That
It
was
dope.
hard.
It was some dope times. But God, how many dudes could fit in this fucking hallway? Got the bad boy. I said, oh, did he? Usher, 112. I was singing Cupid and shit at the shows. Like, yo, that shit was dope.
This shit steamed, waiting for you.
Yup, this shit Puff
That's
has
one
some
thing
other
about
shit,
Diddy.
nigga.
Diddy do it way big. He be
Big
having
time, for real.
steamers,
I agree.
Chefs,
Yeah. The little
lint dusters,
silver-cated foods in your room. Like,
You got a duplicate outfit, brand new, the same shit you just had, a couple duplicates of it.
Yo, can you guys imagine if everybody had like a cameraman back then, their own like camera person with a 5D just walking around during those times?
No,
good footage.
jail.
Trouble.
Jail.
It
It'd
was
been
some
a lot of
crazy footage, though.
It'd have been a lot of jail time.
You could have made movies off
A
that
lot
shit.
of laws broke. Ooh, we jail. Jail,
That's the
brother.
gift and the curse with all this shit, right? Before it was your word against theirs.
Yeah.
Now it's like, no, nigga.
No. Yeah. I didn't steal like all the potato chips from
Yeah,
that gas
exactly.
station.
Right.
That shit, that. It's right there.
Word.
So
Times change.
yeah. So that Cash Money tour went all over the United States. Introduced you guys to, I'm sure, a whole brand new audience. What city really like took to you guys that you didn't think was
New Orleans for me. When
Yeah?
did we shoot 24 Hours to Live there on that tour?
Yo.
We did fan boats and shit on going across alligator heads in the swamp and shit like that. I was like, I sat on top of the fucking. Yo, man, one dude had like a mansion in the middle of the swamp.
He told us if we ever was on a run, go there.
Fucking,
You remember that?
Yo.
You remember that?
Fam,
It
yo,
was a white dude. He was like, yo.
dude had a
the
fucking
kid, he talked
beautiful
great.
house.
He sounded like Bobby Boucher's uncle.
Yeah, bro.
He talked like, but the water boy uncle, like.
Fam. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Let it play the other day. Let it play the other day.
Going to run.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
over here, man. I was like, oh shit.
Fam.
I need his address. Take him right up on it.
In the middle.
Years ago, you said.
Yeah, yo, fam, in the middle of a swamp. I'm talking about like deep in the swamp. It was a beautiful house out there. Inside, fucking hardwood floors, marble, stainless steel, this and that. I said, oh shit.
Yo, talk about 24 Hours to Live though. That's a legendary song. What was the
That's
order?
where we shot it at.
What was the order in recording it?
They called us to go
I have
to the
the fucking
studio to do a
slightest
song
idea.
for Mace album.
That was for Mace album?
Yeah.
I knew that some way, somehow.
Forgot that order.
No.
Neither.
Like what we was called in.
What's the order now as the song stands? Nobody in here knows the fucking order. Why are we even talking about it?
We're trying to break news.
That's
style.
right, guys. Come on.
Who knows?
Do any of your family members have the T-shirts that you guys made when you were looking to get off a Bad Boy?
Let the LOX go.
Yep.
Shirt?
Yeah.
Nah, somebody got some.
Somebody somewhere,
Somebody
probably.
got them somewhere.
You guys should do a capsule collection. Bring those back and like do a pop-up and sell those shits.
I like your mind, brother.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I like your mind, brother.
That
I like your mind.
That's like a slap in the face, though.
was that? No, it's with all due respect. Yeah.
Put VIA.
Listen,
VIA, whatever year that was. That's what you told on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Let the LOX go.
What year was that?
99?
Yeah, VIA 2000, 99, right?
Yeah.
Let the logs go. VIA 99.
Be dope.
it's coming up
It's
on
not a
20
shot.
years.
Yeah.
Which one was more fun for you, the Bad Boy reunion or the Ruff Ryders reunion?
The Rough Rider Cash Money one?
No. The
reunion ones that you guys just did.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. That tour never took place.
No, but the
did
the
the,
spot dating.
you
mean the
place
Ruff
one.
We did the
Bar
spot
thing.
dates.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough dates to compare the two.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. The Bad Boy one. For me, it was more put together, more organized, more with the pyro, more money, more like the whole shit. It was
Yeah.
like, Diddy.
How many
He's
Rough
great
Rider
with
dates
it,
we
man.
did, though?
One.
That's what I'm saying.
Just the Brooklyn one.
Brooklyn and Atlantic
Oh,
City.
Atlantic.
And
Yeah.
Connecticut. Yeah.
3,
yeah.
yeah.
Oxford.
Yeah.
And even those, we kind of like went out there and just did our thing. Puff you gotta understand, for one show, Puff have like 5 fucking rehearsals.
Yeah.
He moves like that, believe
Yeah.
it or not. Yeah, so when you finally see it, it's put
No,
together.
we do believe it because we saw the
Yeah.
documentary.
True, hell yeah.
Do
He
you
does
guys-
mad rehearsals.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think that Craig Mack was actually going to come?
I wish he would have.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
What's crazy?
Boom, boom, what?
I never really see Craig Mack.
I seen that nigga in a mechanic shop like years
What?
ago. I don't think he was working. No, he was like,
He's like
Waiting for his
he's
car
like,
and shit.
He's like Jesus Stout and all that, though, right?
I only seen that because of the documentary.
I seen him on.
I didn't know that either.
Who got the flame?
I seen him on TV with with an old
boy.
scary white dude. They was
I
talking
say,
some
boy.
shit.
Yeah.
Love is love, though. God
Yeah,
bless,
facts,
man.
if that's
You
what
and
it
the
is.
God,
Shout
fuck
out
it,
to
man.
Craig
Love
Mack.
is love.
Some
Gotta
wild
love
shit.
it.
Nobody never knows what makes you turn towards the Lord. Like it's something that you ain't told nobody. I guarantee it, though. You know what I mean? Believe that. Something happened.
Word.
Yeah.
What was your time like in when you guys were in that rehearsal space out in Pennsylvania?
It was pretty damn cool.
Yeah. Did he make it all comfortable? Diddy's yo man.
He's listening.
Love you, Diddy. Diddy, let me tell you, this nigga he's in a different space right now. So a lot of people may be saying like, how the fuck the LOX saying they loved it if he jerked, from whatever stories that we told.
Sure.
Man,
Yeah.
we're grown now. I'm 56.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like, yo,
Wait, how
we
old?
grown. 56 years old.
No,
My
wait,
point
how old?
is, check my point out is like, yo, Diddy, wherever he's at in life, it's outstanding. Like, and he wants love for you.
Yo, people
He joked about brother love is because that nigga felt like I just want to spread love.
are going to change your Wikipedia entry.
Should.
Yo, I would.
56. Nothing wrong with it.
Juice, you know why I look like this? Juice bar.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
brother's
exactly.
juice bar.
Shout out to the juice bar.
Facts.
Hey.
You like my segue?
I did.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bomb, always, baby. That alley's crazy. I love
We
that
said
alley.
we want to team up with you guys and do one in Harrison.
I can't wait.
Let's do it.
I can't wait.
And the t-shirts, those crossover t-shirts.
Yeah.
Juice. It's the real. It's the real juice.
Well, Jews.
Yeah, Jews.
real
Jews.
juice is for life.
Yeah.
See, I can't say that. You're gonna fuck with y'all. I'm gonna leave that for y'all.
No,
to
this
say.
is a
You're
safe
trying-
space.
That's
please.
right. When you guys were doing the Roc Nation deal, did you go through Jay? Did you go through Chaka? How did
Yeah,
you?
we spoke to everybody.
Really?
Literally.
What was the most
Face-to-face.
important thing for you guys? Because I know that, like, you know,
Partnership.
The old shit.
It's partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not working.
Dude.
We want to work together.
Partnership.
yeah.
In a surprising turn of events, Styles P, the ghost, is standing up and is taking stock of the books that line the bookshelf above the couch. Is it? Yes! He's pulled the Big Lebowski book, I'm a Lebowski, You're a Lebowski, from the shelf. What a move by the veteran Styles P. Okay, now back to the action. Wait, hold on? Okay, now back to the action.
Dude.
That's the main thing. Partnership. We too, like I said, we grown, man, to be doing to make silly moves.
Because there was a lot of interest when we ran into you at like All Star in 2012 down in
Yeah.
Orlando,
Yeah.
and we talked to you and we're like, "Yo, when are you guys gonna sign a deal?" 'Cause
Motherfucker's been around that long.
no, we've been around since
Jesus
2007.
See this?
Wow.
I got the dude book.
Yo,
Oh,
the best,
Dude.
hell
the
yeah.
best.
Yo, talk about Big Lebowski.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah,
That's all I'm
always
saying.
on.
yeah. It's the best.
That's all
Just
I'm
finished
saying.
watching it.
Oh, it's the best.
It's Eric's favorite movie.
It is my favorite movie.
It's your favorite movie?
Yeah, I promise you.
Bring it in.
Come on. So,
It's not my favorite, but it's up there.
oh, all right. That's,
Well, yeah, I mean, you
what is your
smoke.
favorite?
I don't actually particularly have a favorite, but I got a lot of favorites.
I'm a
Not
real
one.
TVN movie guy.
Wow.
Yeah, Louch too.
Yeah.
My shit could be like mobsters to it could be to Young Guns to
You know what's one of the greatest movies that ever existed? And I know you with me on this. Tropic Thunder, baby.
Tropic Thunder is absolutely
Tropic
outstanding.
Thunder, baby.
I fucking love that
I
movie,
know you
man.
with me on this
and,
one,
and
baby.
anybody that had any
That's
kind
right
of
at the top.
quarrels
Ever.
with my man Downey doing
Ever.
fucking
Oh, blackface?
blackface
That
doesn't
was
matter.
Yeah,
'cause
that
you
was
fucking
yeah.
nailed it, baby.
He nailed it, baby.
Oh my god.
He deserved the Oscar.
That's right.
They had Tom Cruise in that.
Come on, man.
Matthew
Oh, he was
McConaughey.
funny as
How
fuck.
could you
I-
beat that?
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate white shit. Like you know.
Yo, I'm coming up with a lot of ideas right now. You need to be doing movie reviews. Like,
Let's go, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look, him too.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
We do this movie shit.
do you guys agree on everything or no? Movie wise?
No,
Nah, not at all. But we watch pretty.
Well, what's a movie that you guys like really disagree on?
He likes. I like a lot
Color
of the
Purple.
Marvel and the some of the ones that he shot me when he said that shit was garbage. Like certain
Yeah, he be liking some
some
garbage
shit.
shit
Some shits be
sometimes.
dope to me,
You
man.
know which one they really disagree on? The Color Purple.
You told Harpo to beat me.
Yo, man. I don't know what we really disagree on, but we agree on.
Show is ugly.
Like
hold
with
on,
us,
hold
let
on.
me tell you some shit. Like how you might think of putting on some comedy shit.
Yeah.
I'll watch the Django for that fucking comedy. I'll
Yeah.
watch that shit and laugh my ass off.
Django.
Hateful
The
Eight.
Django.
Hateful Eight's a great movie.
You gonna let this
Comedy.
nigga
Just
talk to
watch
you like
that.
that?
Comedy.
Yo, that
Comedy.
yo, come on.
You know, we
Haven't
we
seen
with
the Django?
Yeah.
Man,
Yo.
listen.
We're gonna split. We're gonna do a movie thing together. We're gonna do.
Watch
We're gonna do
One
the
of
shit
the road
together.
trips.
Yeah.
Like one of
We're gonna do the movie thing
You know what
together.
with it. You know what with
Hilarious,
it.
man.
We're gonna call it Two Jews and a Black Dude review the
we
movie.
gotta do when we gotta ride in
Sold.
Connecticut or something.
Two
Like
Jews,
what-
two Black dudes review the movie.
We can pull it up on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's the name of our shit, Louch, you heard? Two Jews and two Black dudes review the movie.
Let's
Go.
get it.
Let's
Let's
go.
get it.
By the way, so we were just out in LA for a show last week, right? And we hit Styles and we're like, yo, would you come by? We want to sort of announce you as like a special guest at our show, but just have him come out and be like, we'll be like, Styles P, and everyone goes crazy, and then he walks out and he's like, there's a Ford Explorer outside. Let's display 4 or 5
Yo.
things. Like,
And then
leave. Your lights are on, and then he just bounces, and we're like,
Yeah,
Styles, like, give it up for
Styles.
Styles.
Yeah,
That's-
shit, you
and
blocking
he's
me
like-
in.
And Styles
Yeah.
is like, yo, I'm on a fucking plane back, like at the same time. So,
That would have been crazy.
because how bored do you guys get out of just the
Stop
regular
giving them the
shit all the
secrets,
time?
though, dog.
What's that? No, I
Stop
know.
telling
We've
them
given away
everything.
so much right now.
Fuck,
Yeah, you could have kept that.
I know. Yeah, we
Kept
should
that.
have.
Now
No.
switch
We
it
got
up.
lots of ideas.
Yeah.
It's that one. There's another
Look like you
license
just over
plate.
there cooking up shit real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
The brain.
Yeah.
I wear glasses.
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
Pinky.
So partnership was the big thing in terms of Roc Nation. Do they have any expectations for you guys in terms of like putting stuff out, or is that just like sort of
They always want more content,
They
of
want us
course.
to put shit out.
So you guys record all the time and people want it. What's up?
What takes so long?
No, I'm saying like you guys could put out like 1 million projects.
Yeah, true.
Like for no reason, 4 songs that lasts for a certain period of time. Like
Right.
if you guys are in charge.
we're about to drop the album.
Oh,
You know what it is?
that's what I wanted to hear.
We into a lot of shit. Like he's working on the Woo Block too. You know the Kiss and Fabs coming out. You
Yep.
know I dropped the joint with Burn and dropped the joint with Talib.
Yep.
We got the LOX joint. We got a D Block comp. So we about the LOX, but we about more than just the LOX. So like we try to keep our connection and make sure we keep what we doing together. But we also got shit that we doing together that ain't us. That we got to pay attention to. And you know we got juice bars. Definitely getting into film.
Yeah, the
TV.
movie review shit that
That's
we're
what I'm
doing
saying.
together.
Yeah.
He,
It's gonna be good. I know a lot about shit like
video
that.
He's gonna do the video game
guys
review
gamers?
too.
No,
But
but
he's there for that. You find some other
Yeah. That could be a segment of our movie review.
boom.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get this shit rough.
Yes.
So we like we
Think
into a
about
lot
it.
of
no, but
shit.
we can also do it together. We just don't give a shit about video games. Like, but that's like,
Do you know the market financially in video
Hey,
games?
hey,
no,
hey.
the market is crazy.
NRN. We'll do this off
All right,
air.
yeah, another time. Yeah.
NRN.
Do you guys watch Everyday Struggle, the Complex show with Joe Budden?
Sometimes.
Seen some of it. I
Watch
only
it
catch
here
it like
and
on the
there.
gram and stuff when I see them. Yeah.
It's interesting
I
how he
think
sort
Joe
of made
Budden's
that.
is dope for that.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
yeah.
I think he's excellent.
And you know what's wild is that like, okay, a lot of the younger guys give him shit like, oh, you're saying this or that or whatever. If you really listen to what he's saying, there's a lot of gems in there. Like
he
he's
drops a
telling
lot
the
of
truth,
juice.
and the kids just don't want to hear it. They want to find out for themselves, you know. But I think it's dope. I think it's awesome what he's
I
done.
think
Agreed.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
Shout out to Joey, man.
I like Joe a lot.
Congratulations too.
on
He
it.
just had the baby.
yeah. They're having
he's
it.
having
He's
it.
had the
Yeah.
baby
Congrats,
shower.
congrats on everything.
I don't
Yeah.
want him to retire from rap though. I think he should drop a couple more.
Nah, he gonna
bars.
I don't think he's done. I don't
Come
think
on
he's
back.
done.
Come
Yeah,
on back, bro.
Why niggas say retiring?
yeah.
Well,
He look like he's having a good time though with what he's doing. He looks
Baby on the
comfortable.
He says
way,
he's
yeah,
never been
just doing
happier.
that.
relaxed. He's chilling.
But like, it's not so crazy. We talk about this all the time. Like, do you remember when, honestly, when J-Lo first came out and people were like, she's an actress though, like she's gonna be singing. Like now, these days, if people don't have like a million hustles, like you're gone. Like
Yeah,
you
true.
you gotta write a book. You gotta
Yeah,
like Gucci has a best-selling book. Like Action Bronson has a TV show and a book, and like you guys have like different businesses.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're
Stepping-
screwed.
It's a stepping stone. Like most people, if you look at the richest people in the music industry, they're rich from doing other shit.
Seacrest and all these kind
Like
of
you know what I mean? They're not really.
Yeah.
I mean, they still
Fucking
getting
Steve
money
Harvey
from the
got
music,
like 12
but
jobs.
And 300 suits.
Diddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
300
50.
suits.
Yeah.
300 suits and shit
I mean,
like
look
that. It's like,
look
yo,
where their income comes from, man.
Gotta have that
Rising
hustle.
up.
Yeah. Did you guys feel like you ever had to put somebody from Yonkers on? Was it always like sort of like I got to do for my
With me, I
people?
always wanted to. I
Yeah.
just keep getting fucked over in the game with this shit.
For real?
So I fall back. I don't fuck with too many people
Well,
and shit. But,
what is it? Is it that they don't work hard enough? That they don't like have the work ethic?
I don't know. It's not. Some of them work hard and
Nah,
you got them
on this-
rocking, and then it goes
yeah.
wrong somewhere.
On this comp, we got. You know what it is? I think we I think I know where it goes wrong. Our experience from businesses execs, it's like it's hard to be somebody's big brother and big homie,
Yeah.
and love, and then do executive shit at the same time. So then you don't want to shit on them on some exec shit, and then you let it slide.
separate
and
that
then
shit, right?
That kind of takes the sting out of things because business is different. Like you know what I'm saying. So now we more like we came up hard. We know what it is. We from YO. We was on Bad Boy. We know what it is. In the scope. We've been through a lot from to independent on our own. So, and we earned our bones the hard way, like grinding in the studio for fucking years, like for years. This is not like no. This is since everybody
You
here
really
been
need
around
an
since we
award.
was little.
I don't know for what though.
Like, you know what I mean? So a dude will feel like he want a contract, he want
gotta
this or
find
that.
us an award,
He'll count
dude.
something, he'll see this, he'll see that. But you as big bro, and you just like, I just want to give you the opportunity.
Treating them with love.
And
A
use
lot
it
of these
from
execs
there.
don't treat you with
And
love.
then we
They separate
ain't
that
like,
shit.
here, take the paperwork or you ain't coming in the studio. So a lot of people, like, when you don't, sometimes a person don't even know they taking advantage of you because you didn't tell them they taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
Because studio time costs. Like, it's hard to tell somebody, yo, dog, you running on my Con Ed bill, you running on my light
Using
bill.
shit every fucking
you
second.
doing
Yeah.
this, you doing that. Like, you know what I mean? They don't really see that. They just see that you doing this, and they want it, so you want the same for them. But that's when it becomes difficult between business and personal. That's where we go down that road. But we are working on a comp with a lot of our little younger brothers and all of that. But I think it's business-wise, us three got to sit down one day and really say what we want to do, because we really just want to see everybody on and use the opportunity. And then somebody, you'll give an opportunity, and they like, yo, where's my money from the opportunity? Like, you know, my nigga, they don't even fucking know you. They never heard your name. You didn't earn your way the hard route. Nobody loves you. They ain't calling for you. We placing you here and giving you the strength of our name and showing who you are. But somebody who didn't come up the way you came up won't never see that because they didn't have that struggle. It's like if you didn't walk the path, sometimes you really can't understand the journey or the shoes. Like, you know what I mean? You had to actually be there to say, okay, I know what that is. Like, damn, this nigga went hard. Like, there was times, like, you know, we come from, and that's why I say us three particularly, they come from breaking down a slice of pizza 3 ways, Chinese food, break down a thing. Besides, you know, whoever's with our crews and our separate crew, same thing goes for everybody who's all with us. So it's a idea of no growth without struggle, no struggle without growth. We all got to break it down. We got to get to the top. But a younger dude who got homie in his ear, who's on the Instagram, Twitter, this and that, you know, it's different.
We had Arsonist from the Heatmakers up here, and he was like, yo, young producers ask me all the time, like, how much should I charge? And he was like, well, like, how about if you just start with like this much per plaque, right? You have plaques, then you can charge a nice amount. But like, don't be a nobody out here and being expecting, you know, the world back.
Real talk.
Yeah,
because they hot on their block.
Yeah,
you gotta get off your block and then tell me how hot you are. You know what I mean? Everybody around you gonna say you just the best shit ever. All your friends gonna tell you everything you want to hear.
We do got a nice talented cast though right now. We got Nino Man on deck. We got Fortes. We got Tony Moxberg. We got Chris Rivers.
Yeah, shout out to Whispers, Dice Pain, all that.
Whispers.
I didn't realize Chris Rivers was right.
He fuck with us. Like, we, you know, so 2 O's. That's right. Like, so we working really hard right now. We putting music together. We just vibing and making music. Cause sometimes you got to get to the point of just making music too. Just coming in the lab every day, smoking, drinking, vibing out, doing whatever you're doing, and just making music. And like I'll come in the lab and like I think this what makes it difficult. Like, Louch is 56. I'm 9,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? I come in the lab.
Wikipedia fact.
But like, you know what I mean?
Wiki fact.
I come in the lab though. It's not on the menu. Yo, lay a hook to this.
Hell yeah.
Listen to this beat. Drop a verse to this. And you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And he's there every day, and I'm there every day. And if I'm older than you, and I've been more places than you, and got the more spots than you, you should be hungrier than me at all times. I should be going off your energy, like vice versa. So I think with hip hop, you know, that's what it's about. But I think that's what keeps us hungry. Is like, I'll go to the lab, like when we leave here and finish doing what we do next, I'm going to literally fuck with the beat that I had no intention to, that he pulled up last night. Said, listen to this beat,
right? I gotta
lay this shit, do this, and we
Except
doing
for Benjamin's.
that. Like, you know,
Benjamin's, yeah. Lost me on that one.
So I'm doing it, like, you know what I mean. And I think that's what keeps us moving for the sake of making music to make music. Like, you know what I mean. And I think that's what keeps us thriving.
Well, who's somebody that you've noticed, like who was somebody you were in the studio with that you were like, well, like, that person's outworking me right now?
These guys.
Just them two.
My brothers.
Just
not
them
really
two.
No other artists that I would see that. No, I mean, we got guys that works hard, but work hard. But at the same time, like, nah. This motherfucker me had like 20 freestyles in the cut ready, or new songs, or this and that.
I think just them two. Like, cause with everybody else, there are people I go, wow, you fucking work, dog. Honestly, I think Talib works. I think Royce the 5'9" works. Like, you know what I mean? Davies, he's a young fella working. There's a few people who work, like, who got a heavy input of just being in the studio. There's a lot of currency. He works. He's a workhorse. Action, when he ain't doing the show, is a workhorse. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who's workhorses, but I look at us three and go, besides the dub we got in the game, I'm looking at the years before we even got in the game, or what we did to get in the game, and how we still there every day. Like, every day, I know it's a guarantee I could go to the studio and I could thrive off one of them and get the energy, and it's not there. I know it's not gonna be. It's never gonna be 3 days in a row with nobody in the studio. 2 days in a row with nobody. It's never
Thank
never.
God if you ever get locked in there, somebody's coming in 3 days.
Fact,
Shout out to my nigga. I was
before.
just some reason. My man Terminology works hard too, man. He's
Term
always
works
on
really
his
hard.
grind.
It's a lot of people work really hard, but I think when it comes to a certain point where you say years in the game and just as a group, soloists, individuals, just making sure like different cycles, different waves going on, and just staying shooting. Like we stay shooting, and like we stay shooting no matter what the fuck is going on.
Jada, you've been on an edible this entire time. Is this the worst trip you've ever been on?
Shit is pretty strong.
That was a great edible.
When you guys
Shout out to Jungle Boys for the edible. Pop Tarts vegan joint, plant-based. It was very great.
They're proud sponsors of the podcast.
It being in your bloodstream and shit. They took the same edible. He ready to do jumping jacks. He's regular. You kind of regular too.
I'm good.
Jada's lost.
I've been on edibles for days, so
You're immune
for the
Pop Tart. You're immune to the Pop Tart.
when you guys were with Bad Boy, what were you trying to prove to Big?
We was proving shit to ourselves and to the world, and definitely Yonkers and all that. That we was those niggas. Like we dope. You gonna hear this shit. When you hear it, you gonna love it, and that's why he would stop in the room every night to hear what we was working on. Now he wasn't trying to be nosy. He motherfucker was like, yo, I know they cooking up some shit in there. You know what I mean? And he'll bring different people through to hear.
Big was amazing.
He said,
bro.
I'm glad y'all niggas is on our team. I'll never forget that.
Word. That was an honor. Cause he didn't have to do that. Like he heard us rhyme and embraced us and say, yo, y'all fucking rhyme. Y'all motherfuckers rhyme. Y'all like, and that meant a lot. Like, you know what I mean? That's a dude.
We signed a Bad Boy, not him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he still was on. That nigga, Big used to be like, yo, nah, put them in this hotel. Puff was like down in El Segundo in the fucking.
They schooled us for a lot.
Yo,
He schooled us to a lot of shit.
Like, yo.
You know what I mean? That's what made him so dope. He schooled us to a lot of shit, and he always embraced all our homies, like it,
Hell yeah.
like
crew.
us.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? That was very important. And then he always would bring everybody in to listen to us rhyme. Like, listen to these dudes. They fucking crazy. Like, and if, like Lou said, for him to say, yo, I'm glad y'all over here, that shit meant a lot. Like, we from Yonkers. Nobody fucking even is on from Yonkers at this time. Nobody's never heard of the place. Nobody shouts it out.
Well, what about
on the
Heavy D?
radio.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
ask.
from Mount Vernon.
I know.
I know.
But I'm
but-
saying like he was. I mean, Mount Vernon and Yonkers are not
It's
like
not
a
the
world
same
apart.
place.
No, yeah.
It's not the same place,
Right.
but
It's
it's
real close, but it is.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a
Like
world
Mount
apart,
Vernon
but it ain't a
show.
world
Yeah,
apart.
yeah. But was he aware of you guys? Like, did you guys, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. Hev was a cool motherfucker, man. You had to love Hev. I used to go in his dressing room, him, Dio, and all them up in there and shit. Like cause Hev was be at them same concerts and shit. You know what I mean? Still bubbling at the time. Extra cool dude, man. Extra cool dude. For real.
You know how like everybody says that there's clearly a divide between young kids and older guys right now, between younger kids and veterans. When you guys were coming up, did you feel the same way? Did you look at everybody who was like a vet and you were just like, nah, like we're coming in?
Nah, I think we have more respect for our OGs. These little niggas, they got really a lot of respect. Yeah. We probably like the only ones and a couple more that they do respect. But back then it was like, man, I loved all my KRSs and Big Daddy Kanes and Cool G Raps and all that kind of shit. I didn't want them to go nowhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And it meant a lot getting a stamp from them. Like, for them to say you was dope meant a lot. And not only that, we older. I still look at them that
facts. I
that
love that
same
shit.
Fucking way. Like,
yo, KRS tried to sign us. How about that?
KRS tried
to sign us a long time ago.
Really?
Word.
How did he find you?
Through the Mushmen, through these dudes from Mount Vernon.
The Mushmen?
Yeah,
great name.
That's a great name.
The Mushmen.
Yeah.
Why?
Mushmen? I don't know. That's just like a great name.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Niggas is alright.
Are they still around?
Yeah. Nah, some of them. But yo, he brought us in and shit. KRS.
Black Mom.
Yeah, facts. He brought us in and shit, and then KRS sat us down. We was in D&D or something. We met him somewhere and all that. He said, I could get you one spin on the radio. Take it or leave it. One listen to some shit. He told us some wild shit like that. He said, take it or leave it. We leaving it, nigga. Shout out to Chris. Yo, I swear to God, he got to remember this. He said, I can get you one spin, and that's it. I ain't promising you nothing else. We looking like, damn, we take this one spin? Should we take that? We had a meeting on the one spin. Yo, had a meeting on it. Should we take the one spin? That should have never been in our head.
It was. I think part of it was MOP was out.
One listen, man.
Right?
Listen, get you
Part
one
of it was
listen.
MOP was out, so it was like I think he didn't have enough confidence because MOP was out. It was like they just got out.
That's
They
what he
was
said,
like-
those?
I think
You
that
thinking
had-
of Silk? Fred said about
Yeah, that's when
MOP.
we went to that
Select, yeah.
Oh, I'm confused.
Yeah, Dave just signed this group called MOP. He was like, yo, we just signed some group just like y'all. But KRS, I can get
But
you
there's
one
two
listen.
of them.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, yo. And then Fred was kind of hyped off of Cool G. Had that story joint. That
Train shit.
yeah, I think what's the one where he was like, listen to the song. When he said, no time to do your hair, baby. Brothers are busting at you. Yeah. Crazy, man. That's some ill times when we came in the game.
What was it like hearing your song on the radio on the second spin? Because Chris obviously
get
said
you
you could
one,
get
yeah.
you one, but
Yeah.
you got a second spin somewhere.
What was the second spin like?
Yeah. I mean, really, what was the first spin
Yeah, what
like?
was it?
First spin for me was probably in the Palladium. Not actually on the radio. It was in
Yeah.
the Palladium in the club in Manhattan and shit. And when Yo C came on, and I was like, oh shit! It just happened to come on when the club was emptying and shit.
Oh, are you
like-
looking around for
Yeah, I'm
reactions?
looking. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm looking around. Motherfuckers trying to get their coats and shit. I was like, yo, this shit is dope though. Woo! That was that.
What about the first time on the radio?
Probably Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Probably been Mona Lisa. This song,
Mona Lisa,
y'all know
yeah.
everything, but Mona
Bingo.
Lisa record. Yep.
Was that on Hot?
I forgot that was
No,
right
no,
the
no. It
first
was
one.
on. It was on 98.7 Kiss FM.
Wow.
How about that?
Who played
A
it?
rhythm record.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See? It was because it wasn't on Hot 97
A
there.
rhythm record.
Yeah, about 97.
Nah, not
Nah.
then. It was WBLS and Kiss FM
that
was
shit
there.
was before you-
7 and 98. You right?
Yep,
Luke?
was there.
Those
She was
them
before
two.
you'll see Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Who was the DJ? How'd you service it? How'd it get to them?
How much money did you guys pay?
Yeah, that was probably Mona Lisa. No, she lived in the building next to us.
Tim
And-
Black or Tim Dog or something was the producer of that.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And did you get a reaction at that point and think you're out of here? Yeah.
Out of here, I don't know. It was a different look as far as doing an R&B record type shit. You know what I mean?
Wild.
Shout out to Mona, man, wherever she at, whatever she
Yeah.
doing. She
But-
had a brother named Alan back then.
Maybe still.
She might still got him.
So you got you got this new project for no reason.
Yeah.
It's out there on all streaming networks. People can listen to it and listen to it over again.
Yeah.
Please do that.
That's,
And you promise you got more locks on the way?
yeah,
Definitely.
right now.
That shit's
Okay.
done.
Whole bunch.
All right.
On
Yeah, we on it.
Yeah. Well,
Freddie
you,
versus
bro.
Jason is actually
Oh.
coming out, or is that just
Yeah.
a rumor that you keep spreading over the years?
Steve Carless came up here like 2 years ago and was like, "It's on the way. I've heard it. It's happening." And then it was
lying.
silent.
He didn't hear nothing when he came here 2 years ago. 'Cause I didn't hear nothing.
Woo Block 2.
Yeah.
Freddie versus Jason.
I got a solo coming.
Solo coming?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, I just need these two guys. One more song.
Send it.
Where can you
Send it.
find
Let me
them?
get on that.
I need these two guys, and then I need a song with.
It's the real.
Yeah. I need y'all on the interlude. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'll probably like December, maybe
That's dope.
Christmas, right? But I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I have a meeting with these two when we drop in the locks. Then I'll figure it from there.
Guys,
Got a little more work to do.
the
not
more
much.
the more music, the merrier. But
Thank you, my brother. And
Yeah.
shout out to y'all for knowing so
No.
much about this whole
hey,
shit, man.
we just love the
Yeah,
shit.
we just have
appreciate-
Wikipedia and we just look it up like real quick.
Yeah, I see. I
The
see.
great words of Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, brother.
Love, baby.
All right.
It's the real. Yeah.
Wow, what a finish by Jadakiss. Our final standings: Sheek Louch -6, Eric Rosenthal -4, Styles P -4, Jeff Rosenthal 3 above par, and Jadakiss ranks by far the highest on the leaderboard, higher than birdies and eagles. For a waste of time with It's The Real, I'm Matt Fastow, saying may all of your podcasting be fantastic.
Thanks everyone for listening to this new episode of A Waste of Time with It's The Real. Jeff, if people want to find out more about us, we're It's The Real. If people want to find out more about this podcast, A Waste of Time with It's The Real. If people want to find out what we're doing on a day-to-day basis, where can they go?
You can ask our mother. She has a relatively good idea of what we do because we talk to her most every day. But you can also go to soundcloud.com/awasteoftime. You can also check for all of our old episodes on iTunes. Search for A Waste of Time with It's The Real. If you want to listen to our music, it's on soundcloud.com/ItsTheReal and also on all streaming DSPs, including Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play,
Tidal,
Pandora, all that shit.
Go press play on that teddy bear fresh.
Anything you want to send $9.95 to for your monthly subscription, we are on it.
That's right.
If you want to find us on Twitter, we are at It's The Real. Facebook, It's The Real. Instagram at It's The Real. Even on Snapchat, we are It's The Real.
We're
and
on Snapchat still?
I am.
All
and
right.
then
do you snap regularly?
I checked out the filters the other day.
I'm not trying to discourage people from following us at It's The Real.
Just don't be
It's a
disappointed
surprise.
don't be disappointed when we don't check your messages. You can also find us on Twitch, which we have yet to use, but it is It's The Real, because it's the real, it's the real.
Jeff, you know what the mission is. To grow this podcast, let's take A Waste of Time with It's The Real to even greater heights. Shout out to our large and loyal listeners out there, and I don't mean bigger bone people, although shouts to them too.
Yes.
The point is, to grow the audience, let's double up. Let's make this thing of ours as great as it can be, and we know that the shouts start right here in this room. Jeff, who would you like to tell to spread the word?
I want to tell Carly Hustle.
Shout out to Carly Hustle.
She thinks that her clout has been replaced by her daughter on Instagram and all social media.
Not unfair, by the way.
Yeah, well, Harp is adorable.
She is.
But, Carly, you are also special, and that we care about you.
We do.
As well as the human that you produce.
You know what that is, Jeff? That's called brutal honesty. Just like Carly Hustle's awesome podcast, Brutally Honest. Go check that out.
Yes.
Shout out to John Sparks, who is the engineer behind said podcast. Jeff, I have a few people I would like to shout out, including Matt Fastow, who is good enough to come over here and record the intro that you guys heard, do the play-by-play for this episode. I want to shout out Lenz Anderson and Eden Renata. Shout out to those guys for coming to the LA show and filming us.
Yeah.
I want to shout out all the people who have told us in recent weeks that the work that we're doing is important. Thank you, number one. And number two,
keep doing it?
Yeah, keep doing it. It makes us feel better. Sometimes you're really talking to one end of the microphone and don't know who's listening or what it's worth or anything, but it really does make a difference. So thank you to everybody who's been telling us that we're doing good work. And also, I said this on Twitter the other day, and it's had this sort of resonance, I think. Shout out to all the good people in the world. There's so much crappy stuff going on. There's so many crappy people out there. Shout out to all the good people in the world. I think you know who you are, and if you don't, we think you are. As always, Jeff, now for real.
Sure.
See you guys next week.